So Bank of Canada decided to give everybody one last present before the end of the year. Think of it like a Christmas present just before the end of 2022, which was another rate hike. Now, in this video, we're going to look at how much influence the Bank of Canada's rate hikes had on the real estate market. So let's get right into the stats. You can see here, this is everything sold on the Toronto Real Estate Board, and I've been keeping track every single month. The peak of the market was February and March right here, and ever since the Bank of Canada started to raise the rates, it has been declining ever since. So December was the slowest month we've had all of 2022, but which is not really a big surprise because December and January are usually slow. But it's not just that, it's the slowest month we've had since 2008. Now I'm going to show you guys where the Bank of Canada raised the rates, but let me ask you guys, were you guys surprised by all this? Were you guys surprised that the market tanked as fast as it did? Or did you think the market would keep going the way it was going for another 2 years, 5 years? Now, I'm not trying to say I'm smarter than any other agent. It's nothing like that. But I did see the market turning back in March and April. And I was trying to tell people, even though it's a strong seller's market, the market is starting to turn. So, but people kind of laughed at me, and I get it. That's okay. No problem. But this is every single time the Bank of Canada raised the rates. You can see here the first one was in March, and ever since then the market has been declining. And December, like I said before, was the slowest month we've had since 2008. Now, another thing I want to show you guys was this is straight from the Bank of Canada's website, and they're saying that their target for inflation is 2%. So that is the reason they've been raising the rates ever since March of last year. So if the target is 2%, where are we right now? We are currently sitting at 6.8% inflation, and you can see here we have not seen 2% since the beginning of 2021. So even with all the work they've done, all the rate hikes, they've only been able to reduce it from 8.1 to 6.8. Now I get it. Sometimes it takes time for the rates to take effect and trickle into the economy. So we will see if they raise the rates again. But if their target is way down here, I have a feeling the rates are going to keep going up for the next little while. Like I said, I'm not an economist, so I could be completely off. But the way things are going, I have a feeling they're not done yet. Now let's look at number of sales and how much they've dropped since the beginning of the year. Like I mentioned before in the chart, the peak of the market was in March, which was over 10,000 sales on the Toronto Real Estate Board, and December was the slowest month we've had all year, and in over a decade actually. So that makes a drop of, the market has dropped 71% compared to the peak of the market. This is for all home sales on the Toronto Real Estate Board. Now, if you guys want to break it down by region, these are the regions I usually cover: Halton, Peel, Toronto, York, and Durham. And you can see here, this is the numbers for March, for the month of March, and this is how many sold in all of December. For example, like Peel. Peel only sold 578 homes, and Peel is a huge market, includes Mississauga, Brampton, and Caledon. And Brampton is usually one of the busiest in all of the GTA. So every single market is down more than 70%. Most of them are right around the 73% mark. So something to keep in mind before you guys think about buying or selling. Now, how much have prices dropped? Because everybody wants to know prices. And this is a very basic overview. But right now, Halton is down 22% for detached homes, average prices. Peel is down 28% compared to the peak of the market. York is down 17% for detached homes. Durham is down 29%, and City of Toronto is down overall 22%. And I also want to cover condos. How much have condos dropped since the peak of the market last year? Durham is down 19% for condos. City of Toronto not doing as badly as detached homes. They're down 10%. York is down 15% for average prices. Peel is down 19%. Like I mentioned before, this is a very basic overview because obviously condos around Square One are going to be doing differently than compared to like condos in Brampton. So just something to keep in mind, but this is a very, like I said, basic overview of the market. Now, what can we hope for 2023? Is there any hope? So the only thing, if you guys are thinking of selling, the only thing we can hope for is the springtime, because spring is always the busiest season of the year. You can see here, I could have gone back to like 1980, 1970. It would probably show the same patterns. Winter is always the slowest season of the year, and spring is always the busiest. So these red dots in this chart represent winter, and you can see here winter was slow and then it went up in March and April. Same thing here in 2021, winter was slow and then it skyrocketed in the springtime. Same thing here, winter was slow and then skyrocketed again by the time March and April came back around. So if there is any hope in 2023, it's going to happen in springtime, March and April. That is the season I would look out for. If that is a slow season, then we are in it for the long haul, because if spring doesn't turn around, then I'm not sure how long this will take. I'm not saying this in springtime, like the prices are going to bounce back like $300,000, nothing like that. But what I am saying is there should be more homes sold in the springtime, because that is generally when buyers are in the mood to buy. So if you're thinking of selling, keep an eye out for that. If you're thinking of buying, keep an eye out for that as well. And that is what I want to show you. I will be doing individual city videos later on, so keep an eye out for those. And Happy New Year, I guess. I'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.